cast of Django Unchained sat down with Black Tree TV today in the Big Apple, NYC, to talk about their Oscar-buzzing and a bit of a controversial film. We've got the exclusive cast interviews coming up right here for all you film lovers out there. Check it out.
You mind telling me what the hell you doing?
I confirmed that Broomhilda's at Candyland.
Sure it's her?
He didn't call her by name, but she's a young lady with marks on her back and speaks German. Now, while it's not wise to assume in this instance, I think it's pretty safe. Point being, don't get so carried away with your retribution. You lose sight of why we're here.
You think I lost sight of that?
Yes, I do. Stop antagonizing Candy.
I'm not antagonizing. I'm intriguing him.
You're yelling abuse at these poor slaves?
I recall a man who had me kill another man in front of his son, and he didn't bat an eye. You remember that?
Yeah, of course I remember.
What you said was that this is my world. And in my world, you gotta get dirty. So that's what I'm doing. I'm getting dirty.
Oh, Django, this time you didn't have nothing to see. Another see. Django.
Oh,
Django. I love when he does it. Django.
Not everybody gets the whole song. You're very lucky.
I'm happy.
Jamal.
Yeah, the D is silent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all make a formidable couple. You know, we seen y'all and Ray together. I mean, on screen.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, Kerry Washington, man, look, you ain't gonna find too many down girls in this business, meaning like who's able to handle a business on a professional level, but what she don't always show when they say cut or when she you know, and you know when a black woman is in her groove when she tuck her lips in. And she was real comfortable. I mean, things were going great. I'm so happy for her because she's in the movie. We get a chance to take this ride together, and then scandals blowing up. It's just, you know, it's amazing.
Yeah, and I was very disappointed that Scandal didn't get nominated yet. You know, in SAG and Emmys. Yeah. And it's a crime, but we're gonna get to that later. You guys are still have
really
chance with Django.
Because I mean, you gotta understand this. We were so addicted. I know she probably was tired of me texting and emailing. We were so addicted. We were watching the scene because we had to watch it on the computer, like the past scene.
Yeah.
Man, when you cried that time, when you had to go in the Mexican, what's the Mexican dude's name?
Guillermo. In real life, in Hawk on the show.
Okay, well, Hawk, and he said, and he protected you. He was like, nah. Niggas was like, I'm sorry. People, I was like, now your face get hot, you have to just do this. Turducks, turtles. But anyway.
But Django, all right, it takes a fictional story about slavery. But we had Nat Turner. There's been stories of retribution that's true. But why do you think American cinema and America in general has had such a hard time, you know, dealing with this? Even in Texas, they changed the name of slavery to the triangular trade movement or something like that.
Really?
You know, why do you think that Texas. America deals with this topic so?
It's hard. I think this is a very difficult part of our history as a country. And I think, unlike some other topics that are difficult, like the Holocaust, where there are lots of films made and people have had a chance to really process it and deal with it artistically, emotionally, we haven't had that many opportunities. It's one of the reasons why we were excited about making the film, is because it's not only a chance to deal with the history, but it's to deal with the history with an African-American hero who saves himself and his woman. Yeah. So it's both a trip back into this painful past, but it's an empowering story.
Imagine this. If we were to write a book about it, it would be called Dirty Laundry. And the book would be here, and on the book would be a Ku Klux Klan outfit with dirt and soot and everything on it. And I think that's what it is. It's the dirty laundry. You don't want people to know that. You don't want people to know that you actually believe that God told you that black people should be slaves. That's a tough thing to deal with, you know, because the question, like I say, do slave owners go to heaven? Do people that believe back then actually get rewarded? Or, you know, was it something going on that we don't understand? I mean, and it's like when you prick those emotions and you see the brutality of what slavery is, it's tough. But I think it's necessary because when we deal with things now and today and we talk about race, the one thing that we don't want to do, we don't want to really get it all out there. Right. Anytime I say anything about being proud about being black, I'm a racist. And so that comes from back at that time when
trying to keep people down.
Yeah, when a black man stood up and said, well, what's this all this black movement you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
And so so all of the things that happened back then really give us the answers to our questions right now. So that's why it's important that we do tell those stories. It's important that you do hear the word nigga and hear it said so many times that it makes you go, but that's the way they labeled us. So now you can understand that occasionally when you're called that, what it comes from. Great things are happening. When you see President Obama, there was a great thing on both sides of the tracks with that. People say it was black movement. It was a black movement. Black people, black folks, yeah, we're gonna do what we do. I said, well, there was a lot of white folks that felt like President Obama was a decent person and things like that, and they voted for him. I said, and that's the thing that we should really jump on. I call it the evolution of freedom, to see what it was in the past and now to see where we're going now. Is we have to have this.
Well, great interview. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Hope I get to see y'all on the carpets for award season because y'all deserve a lot of stuff.
Thanks, man.
I got to get back on the stage because this new record that Kevin got, I got to have it back, Kevin. You ain't keeping this record, whatever one it is. I got to have it back, baby.